All right, and welcome back. So in this video, we are going to start talking about certain iOS user interface. So I've already went ahead and created a project. I called it Switch UI Element. Go ahead and create an iOS project and name it Swift UI Element. By now, I'm very confident that you are able to do so. Okay, if not, just go ahead and say File, New, go down to Project and click on that, and then it will take you through the process. All right, great. So once we have our Xcode, of course, we're going to go ahead and click our view controller there. Go ahead and click our main storyboard. There it is. So go ahead and type switch at the bottom there and drag and drop here somewhere. And we also will need a label. There it is. Let's put it somewhere here. And while we're here, let's click at the top here and go to our attribute inspector and change size to 4.7. That way things are a little bit more manageable. All right, so let's go ahead and center align things again here. All right, let's go ahead and make this a little bit larger. And while we're here, let's go ahead and change a few attributes here. Let's go ahead and go to font and click on text. And now let's go ahead and go to custom. And as you can see here, if you go to custom font, you will have this family. And click on family here, and you notice Xcode shows all of the fonts that are installed in your computer. And you can select whichever you want here. In this case, let's go find something. How about marker felt? There we go. That looks decent. And then let's center it, align center over there. That's good. We can go ahead and change the back picker here, color picker. Let's find something different about that color. Okay, that looks good. Perfect. So we have our two elements. We have a label here and we have our switch. Now if we go here to our assistant editor, so click on that, and we have these two panels here, which we have on the left, we have our main storyboard and our code to the right. Okay, let's give us some space, that and that one. Okay, so now we have our code and we have our user interface. Great. So first thing we need to do, we're gonna go ahead, connect our element here, our switch, into our code. So control right underneath there, let go. This is going to be an outlet. We're going to call this my switch. Okay, click OK. So now we have a way of referencing our switch from our user interface here, from our view controller into our code. Let's do the same with our label. So control and drop there. Result label. Let's say connect. Okay, so we have that. Another thing you notice here, if you hover over here to these icons, you notice right away it indicates our connection. So now we say my switch, that's our connection here, and we have result label, which is our other connection here for our label. Okay, so that's very handy there. So let's go ahead and run this. So play here. There it is, and we have our application. So we have our switch. You can switch left, right, on and off, as you can see, but nothing really is happening, which is fine. All right, so a switch has two states, false, true, on and off, okay? So in order for us to fetch those states, we need to get an action, right? We need to tie in an action. So what do we have to do again? Click Control, drag, and let go. And the other thing you notice too, before you let go, you see here, there's this text that says insert outlet, action, or outlet collection, right? What that means is that this element here can have an outlet, which we have created just a few seconds ago, the my switch at the top. And now we are going to create the action. That way we can capture the on or off states. Let go. And we change now connection to action because remember earlier we have created our outlet. Now we need action. And we're going to change this to UI switch. Okay, because that's the type. That's a switch. All right. And then we're going to name this switch changed and connect. And right away, as you can see here, we have our function called switch changed, which has a parameter here, so a sender. Again, don't worry too much. We'll talk about this into more details later. All right, so there we go. So which means here inside, we can then fetch the state of our switch. So the first thing we're gonna do, just to make sure things are working, let's say print, and let's go ahead, hello here, and save, and run one more time. Okay, there it is. If all goes well, we should see something printing at the bottom here. So let's go ahead and say, okay, so hello. Hello again. Perfect. So at least now we know we are able to fetch our states.